Hey y'all, welcome to the MTG Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine glow. We're shuffling, dealing for the world to see. Come on down and join the fun, all out you to stay. Let it roll, love the skill in that soul. Tapping with our critters and spells, and when we win, you know we're ringing them bells. From morning till evening, we're never slow. Cardboard cracks the name of the game, you know. Lost in the draw, but we never let go. Playing for pride in the soft southern glow. Decking our hands in a grinning ear. Magic together with the folks we hold dear. Welcome to the MTG Hillbilly Show, where the magic's burning hotter than a moonshine glow. We're shuffling and dealing for the world to see. Come on down, join the fun and know how you do. Let it roll, let the skill in that soul. Let it roll, let the skill in that soul. Let it roll, let the skill in that soul. Let it roll. Hey y'all, welcome to the MTG Hillbilly Show, where the
Hey everybody, good afternoon. All right. Awesome. There's a question for everybody there in chat if you don't care to answer it. All right, let's try that deck we built this morning. Need to bring this down. Attack. This is going to be 3-4. Does not have vigilance. Yeah, I do need to take that out. Play C-Rep. Alright, what they taking? Probably our hunter. See a C-Rep. Oh! 5, 6. I think we'll play this, you. Got to block, unfortunately. We'll lose our creature. If they decide to block. Okay. They do. Hey, gone it. Hag blanket. I don't know if this will work right or not. Try it. It worked. Nice. Good. Sound like we leveled up. We did. Nice. Awesome. Let's go to our mastery pass first. Speed our awards. We are into the, well, now we got one more to get. We got 2 orbs, but we can only spend 1. We'll get this. Now we're on sleeves. So from now on, we're going to get sleeves when we get our orbs. We got 42 days to get this done. And that should give us enough time to get it done. Alright, let's open our pack of cards. Get a mythic wild card. Nice. Alright, let's check on our collection. We're at 99% still. Alright, we got our third one of Katara. Nice. I do plan on brewing with our Waterbend X. Nice. All right, one more and we'll have this done. That was a close game, though. Ah, dag blanket. I meant to take that card out. Same rep. I meant to take it out. But it did come in handy last game. Oh. Yeah, we'll throw a land back. Of course. Oh. I think this will work. Nope. Alright. A better remote. Where'd the deck go? Take Rip out. Roll this in. And we're going to go 62 cards. All right. Yeah, we'll keep it. That's 8. We'll get the Aether Spark. Gives it indestructible. Attacks. Oh! Daggone it. Nice. Uh, oh, well, they know we got the ley line axe. Got a 7/7. We would have made another token. This would turn into a lot bigger. 8, 7, double strike, reach, and we would have one of their creatures. So they nice. Pretty nice equipment deck. All right, we're moving along pretty good here. I do have Discord up and running if anybody wants to jump into the Discord. All right. We need to get I'll make a shot. Oh, we need a big creature. I mean, a creature, actually. Arrgh. All right, we're going to try this again. Next, we're just going to ramp. That's a creature that comes back. Ooh. Probably kill one of our creatures. Hope they don't. Of course, you would have things. Good gas. Okay. 2, 4, 5. We'll tap. Can't block. Tap your only blocker. Oh! Our creatures are safe. 2, 4, 5. Got him. Got him. This would have been a 5-5. Now it would have been a 6-6. Because it would have dropped a token, plus we got a token from Dominic's. Plus we're getting ready to get rid of their only blocker. Of course, they don't really have to worry about it. Because the rest of their creatures are not tapped. This is the only tapped creature. So when we attacked, we would have tapped this. Wait in for the kill. All right. Deck seems like it's a little consistent. It feels like it's very consistent. .1, 16 creatures, 22 non-creatures, 62 cards. Not bad. Not bad at all. What's up, Lone Wolf? We do have Discord open if anybody wants to jump in there. All right. There is a question on the stream if anybody wants to answer it. We'll close it at the end of the stream. Hey, what's up? I need to put pretty good. Oh crap, my phone's almost dead. Dang, blag it. Throw this on charge real quick. Let's go here, here, here. All right, but this deck seems like it's kind of pretty consistent. All right. I do try to provide y'all new deck ideas. 3 lands. Might be alright. Make this bigger next turn. Huh. Interesting. Ancestral Recall. And keepers. Oh. And 13. 3. Two. This. Half of this. And go in for the kill. Man. Very consistent deck. Very consistent. We didn't get our Suki down, but with the decks, I mean, with the cards that we got down, actually did pretty good. Got a channel shirt. This is the deck I came up with for today. So this is today's deck. I did brewed this deck this morning. 62 cards. We got a Hinterland Centifisher in here. Zach Flair. Adelbert Steiner. She gets +1/+1 for every equipment. We are running quite a bit of equipment. We got Archangler's Skyrod, which is very good. Because it gives a creature +1/+1. It has in reach, and whenever it attacks, you tap a target creature opponent controls. That's how we won that last game. We got Exercise, which will get rid of those big old creatures. Razor Rings deals 4 damage to attacking or blocking creature. And we gain life to the excess damage dealt. We got Cloud, Midgar Mercenary. When it enters, search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And as long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability of Cloud or equipment attached to it triggers, that ability triggers additional time. Then we got White's Acolyte, which ramps us, plus it's a removal. Leyline Axe, which gives double strike and trample. Aether Spark, which can draw us cards. It can add 10 mana of any color, or you can equip it to a creature, giving it a +1/+1 counter. Then when it's on the creature, you can do the +1/+1 again and give your creature another +1/+1 counter. Or you can equip it to a different creature and give it a +1 counter. We've got Gingy Glove in here. Ain't done much with this, but it gives extra combat if you can get this on the battlefield. Then we got Dollmaker's Shop in here. Our biggest spell in here, which is Dollmaker's Shop. Really, it belongs over in the 2 cost instead of the 6. I mean 8, but it counts as 8 instead of 2 or 6. Because when we play this, we're going to play the Dollmaker's Shop first, not the Porcelain Gallery. Then we got Abandoned Air Temple, which can give our creatures +1/+1 counters for 4 mana. Then we get 19 planes and 3 demolition fields. We do have some upgrades that might help the deck even more. But still, I mean, it's working out pretty good, pretty consistent. Pretty consistent. Industrial Recon. Let me look at that card. Well, I can learn how to spell. It's not showing up. Hey, Robert. Thank you for subscribing. It's awesome. Okay. Which card was you talking about? Lorraine, which card was you talking about? Don't say, this is the only three that popped up. Draw three, discard. Oh, okay. That. Wisdom. Oh, yeah, this card, it's a good card. I only got three of them. One in your hand, the rest on the bottom. That's one of the best. That's one of the best lessons there is. Look at the top three cards of your library, put one of them into your hand to rest on your library in any order. Put each of those cards into your hand instead if there are three or more lessons in your graveyard. Put each of those cards in. So you look at top three, and if you got three lessons in your graveyard, you look at the top three and put those into your hand. That's pretty good. Yeah. All right. I see what you're talking about now. But yeah, this wisdom card right here. Oh man. I would like to have another one before I make a deck with it. But I do have three, so I could make a deck with it still. Or the wisdom. Nah. But this one, yeah, definitely a great card. Oh, nice. I know some of these uncommons are the power creep that Wizards is doing now. Some of these uncommons are just as good as a mythic. I only got two uncommon wild cards. I'm blacking on wild cards right now. But heck, we're going to have this done right before we even end the stream. I don't know when spoilers start. I used to have a person to keep eye on the spoilers season, but they quit Magic. Let me check something real quick. right back to the game. Okay, that's all Avatar. They spoiled 31 cards of Lorwyn. Y'all want to take a look at the Lorwyn cards? Let's take a look at the new cards coming. All right. This ain't going ads. Y'all should come over. There you are. All right. Here's the Lorwyn cards that we're getting. They look pretty nice. Deceit for 6 mana. When this creature enters, if 2 blues was spent to cast it, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Good bounce effect. When this creature enters, if black was spent to cast it, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. And evoke for 2 mana. 2 blues or 2 blacks or a blue and a black. Not bad. 6 mana though. The 5/5 for 6. That ain't too bad. A 3/5 for 6. Emptiness. That's another card like this, kinda. When this creature enters, if 2 white was spent, cast it, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Nice. When this creature enters, if 2 blacks was spent to cast it, put 3 -1/-1 counters on up to 1 target creature. Evoke for 2. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Bitterbloom Barrier, 2 mana, 1/1. Flash, flying. Beginning of your upkeep, you lose a life and you create a 1/1 fairy. That ain't terrible. Then we got, I can't pronounce that first word. Courier of Dawn, 5 mana for 5/5 with flying, lifelink, elemental god. Creature spells you cast have convoke. Beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a black. If you do, transformance. Ooh. So it transforms from a 5/5 to another 5/5 with flying and lifelink. And each other non-token creature you control has persist. And what persist is when the creature dies, it had no -1/-1 counters on it. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a -1/-1 counter on it. And at the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a white. If you do, transform this card back over and onto the white side. Nice. Lorwyn looks like it's going to be fun. We got Morningtide's Light, and we got ads. Morningtide's Light, 4 mana sorcery. Exile any number of target creatures at the beginning of the next end step. Return those cards to the battlefield, tapped under owner's control. Till your next turn, prevent all damage that will be dealt to you, then exile this card. Not bad. Let's say you got your emptiness out on the battlefield. You have a -1/-1 counter from the other side from a persist. You exile your creatures. They come back, and you have a fog until your own effect on you until your next turn. Not a bad card. Pretty good card, if you ask me. We've got Ashling's Command. 3 blue red. Elemental. Kindred Instance. Create a token that's a copy of target elemental you control. Target player draws 2 cards, or it deals 2 damage to each creature target player controls. Or target player creates 2 treasure tokens. And you choose 2 of these. Not a bad command. We got Figure of Fable for hybrid green-white 1/1. Then you pay an alt cost in the text box is hybrid mana. So for a hybrid green or white, you can take this 1/1, turn it into a 2/3. 3. If it's okay. After you do that first ability, you do the second ability for 3, and it becomes a 4/5. Nice. Then for 6 mana, it becomes a avatar with base power and toughness 7/8 and protection from each of your opponents. Nice. But you gotta get all the way up to 6 mana to do that. But they can be white or green. Then we got a shapeshifter, multiple explorer for 3 mana, 2 and a green 1/1 changeling. When this creature enters, create a tapped multivaults token. It's a land with tap, add a colorless, and pay 1. This token becomes a 2/2 with all creature types. Until end of turn, it's still a land. Very good for a sliver deck because we do have a artifact in standard right now that will shoot out some 1/1 slivers. So this would be great for this green card here would be great for slivers. Ashling Rekindled, 2 mana, 1 and a red. Has blue in the text box. Whenever this creature enters or transforms into Ashling Rekindled, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a blue if you do transform it. So it transforms from a 1/3 into another 1/3. When this creature transforms into Ashling Rhinebound, at the beginning of your first main phase, add 2 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to cast spells with mana value 4 or greater. Then at the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a red. If you do, you can transform us back onto the red side. Not bad. We got Sag Wanderwine Wisdom for 2 mana, 2/2. Can't be blocked. Love the creatures that can't be blocked. Whenever this creature transforms, target creature gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker. Draw a card until end of turn. Nice. Beginning of your first banked phase, you may pay a white. If you do, transform it. Transforms from a 2/2 to a 2/2. And it still cannot be blocked. Whenever this creature transforms, to target creature you control gains protection from each color until your next turn. Nice. For 3 mana, you put this down, and if one of those three manas is white, you can transform this. Very, very good. I like it. Then we just got our, then we're getting our rest of our shock lands, which ain't bad. Can't wait for these shock lands. They'll help the deck building. Blood Crypt, Overgrown Tomb, Temple Garden, Steam Vents, and Hollow Fountain. That's all they got right now. Bloomburrow. Not Bloomburrow. Lorwyn. Don't look like it's going to be a bad set. What's y'all's thoughts? All right. Let's play some more Arena. Nice little break. Not terrible. I know this deck. I know this deck. They're going to try to bring that up Orvoroid pretty quick. Did you want to do that? Oh! Dang, Blaggett! Bring this out. me guess, you got a kill spell for my cloud. Ah. Well, give you a choice. Ooh. We'll block the land. Badger Mole to the battlefield. That ain't good. All right. Should have kept a land back, but I didn't. Ease. Okay, we're dead. They had too much going over there. We was doing good there for a while. And all of a sudden it just crapped out on me. Tag blanket.
Tag blanket.
Hold on. That's better. We'll throw a land back. Of course. Jeez! Can't keep nothing on the dang on battlefield, can I? Don't tell me you're a dang on shrine deck. Daggone it. I'm playing historic here. Hey man, I know you got removal. You're not going to attack. I'm going to. Come on, upon him wide open. Oh. Probably got a counter spell. Bet you they got a boomerang, another boomerang. Well, we can't block. Well, yeah, we can, because we got first strike. Oh, wow. Got him. You got him. All right. That's first time that Ginger Glove actually came in handy. All right. But I did put that in the deck. Awesome. All right. Freeform. No creatures at all. That's better. Football. Jeez. Ain't like we're going to block opponent. Jeez. They can pay 5 to exile. Dang on it. Really? Oh man, that hurts. Great. More damage. That's the game. It's a fun deck. We drew a removal. We would have had him. We'll try it. Probably shouldn't. Man, I was hoping we get land. What you get? Ley line. Fantastic. Now you can. Get a land. Get a land. That's what we want. We'll take the damage. Ah! Land, please. Thank you. Get a land. Man. Really? Another removal. That's all we're going to deal with is removal. See? I knew it. I knew it. Never fails. Need another land. Go ahead and blow it down. They don't get rid of our creature. We got him. Yep. Got him. Nice. You got down to 4 life. But we came back and got him. All right, folks. Yes, it is. It is so good. I mean, it was good when it came out. It's still good. And it is a underplayed card nowadays, because you don't hardly see it in many decks. Ooh. Very bad hand. Not much better. We'll keep it. Throw this back. Alright, can we draw land? Epic, what's up? Can we get some land here? I need 2 lands. Hey, gone it. Okay. Really? All right. Can we get some land? 2 lands. Looks like our opponent's stuck on 2 lands too. Bet you they'll get theirs first. The 3rd land first. Dag blanket. Of course, we can equip next turn. They do play a creature. Well, I said they'd get their 3rd land. Played a spell to get it. Alright, we got our 3rd. Get our 4th. Nice. We might have this. Uh-huh. Let's see. Ward 1, we got the mana to block it. Got him. Yeah. We was both hurting for land, so I call that a fair game there. Gotta call that a fair game there. Alrighty, folks. This deck here, quite consistent. Quite consistent. We don't rely on much removal. We're not running board whites because we're trying to go wide. We do have Razor Rings, which does 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. And if that creature is like, say, a 1/1 or 2/2 or maybe even a 3/3, gain life equal to the excess damage. We got Exercise to get rid of those big old creatures. We got White Acolyte to give us more round and also exile a permanent. So that means any non-land permanent, we get to exile it, which is very, very good. We only have one new card in this deck, Suki, which is what I built the deck around. I took this card and built this deck around it, because its power is equal to the number of creatures you control. When it attacks, it throws down a token, and since this throws down a token, we also have Dollmaker's Shop, which throws down another token. So that's 2 tokens. So this will go up 2. And it can get pretty big pretty quick. Then then we got the rest of it is pretty much equipment. We got Hinterland Sanctifisher in here, mainly this card, it doesn't bore for the deck what I thought it would. I thought I'll put it in here at first for a filler card, but actually it puts out its work. Every time we get a token on the battlefield, we're gaining a life. We got Zac Flare in here because it enters with a 1/1 counter on it. You pay once, sacrifice it, and target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Then if it has any equipment attached to it, you take that equipment and attach it to that creature that has indestructible. What's up, White Rabbit? Then we got Elderbert Steiner, another Final Fantasy card. Gets 1/1 for each equipment you control, whether it's equipped or whether the equipment is on the battlefield. Then we got Archangler's Skyride. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has reach. And whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls. This card right here has 1 games. Then we got Cloud Midgar Mercenary. When he enters the battlefield, you'll get to search your library for equipment and put it into your hand. And as long as Cloud is equipped, the ability of a Cloud or equipment attached to it triggers. That ability triggers at additional time. So very good. And then we got Leyline Axe. If this is in your opening hand, you can cast it for free. It equips for 3. Then we got a Planeswalker. Our Planeswalker, though, is actually it's actually a equipment. So you pay 1, you attach Aether Spark on up to 1 target creature you control, and then put a counter on that creature. If this is attached to the creature, you can +1 it again. Put another +1 counter on that creature. Then we got Gingy Glove in here. I cannot speak out enough about this card. We played it, and it has won some games too. Equipped creature has double strike. Equipped creature attacks If it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap it. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. I mean, there's been times we have attacked for three times in one turn. That is awesome. Then we got the Dawnmaker shop in here because I done mentioned it. It drops those tokens. But if you open up the porcelain gallery, for all those tokens you got and all your creatures you got, it gets power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. Oh, very, very good. Then we got another new card in here, Abandoned Air Temple. For 4 mana, you can put a +1/+1 counter on all your creatures. Not just one creature, but all. Jeez Louise. That's right up my alley. I love +1 counters. Stoneforge Mystic, yeah. But then we got 19 planes and 3 demolition fields. And 62 cards. And we got other cards in our sideboard that could, definitely improve this deck. Because we put Ojir out. If he's out on the battlefield, you attack with Suki is out on the battlefield. Suki makes 1 token. If Ojir is out, you make 3 tokens, which will even speed Suki up even more. Then we got Esfest Stormslayer. If she's out on the battlefield, you attack with Suki, you make 2 tokens. Esfest Smite is, since we are a mono white deck, Esfest Smite will do 3 damage to target attacking blocking creature. Our creature will die this turn, exile it instead. And I'm sure there's other cards put in this too. Then we got the Authority of Consos. Now, if there's other cards I would put in here, I would definitely go with some more removal. Like for one, card I would put in here. Definitely put None on My Watch in here. It's very good removal, spot removal. And then there's a couple more that I just thought of that I put in here. And we don't want to be too heavy on equipment. The equipment we do have in here, very, very good. I think I picked out the best equipment that we got for this and did a pretty good job. Very competitive deck. I mean, it's very synergetic. I do believe. Now, we did try Seam Rip in this deck. But Seam Rip, I mean, you can put it in if you want, but it does not help much. I mean, yeah, it will help against the Badger Mole. It will take care of their Badger Mole. Mouthwig Shroud, that could be a good possibility. Stasis Snare wouldn't be a bad card. These are the cards that I would consider upgrading the deck with. So if you want to run the deck, and you want the deck, and if you're part of the Discord, all you have to do is tell me that you want today's deck, and I will put it in the Discord. And all you got to do is let me know. That goes for any of my decks. If you want them, all you have to do is tell me what deck you want, and then I will put it in the Discord. Alrighty, it's been very fun stream. Well, that's the deck. That's some upgrades that you can do to the deck if you want, if you choose. But it's pretty solid right now, I do believe. I mean, y'all seen how the deck was performing. I lost a couple matches, but you know, no deck is 100% winnable. You're going to lose some. But I think this is a competitive, maybe a competitive deck. Because we got answers to everything except for graveyard recursion. Yeah, the white does have graveyard recursion. If you're afraid of graveyard recursion for the deck, there's a white card you can add to it also. That will rest in peace. So if you're afraid of graveyard recursion, you can add rest in peace in here also. Then all your graveyard decks won't have a graveyard. I mean, you won't have a graveyard either, but we don't care about our graveyard. We're just trying to become a big old creature deck, overwhelm the battlefield with tokens, and then go in for the kill. At first, I didn't like the Spider-Man cards through the Omen Path, but it takes some time discovering the cards still. And this is a good equipment. I do not know what it is in Spider-Man, though. Lion Sash? Yeah, Lion Sash is pretty good, too. I don't think that's in the standard. But if this was historic, then yes. This is fun. This is a fun deck. But anyway, folks, we're going to have to get on off of here a little early. But we're only about 15 minutes early. But I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for being a channel member. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all because y'all make the channel what it is, and it is appreciated. But anyway, before we go, we're going to check in on this question here. The question is, do y'all want to bring viewer battles back? If you do, we'll start doing viewer battles again on Wednesday afternoons. You're fine. But yeah, if y'all want to do viewer battles, just let me know. And then we'll start it back up on Wednesdays. We'll start this Wednesday. You let me know here, or you can go into the Discord and let me know there. If I get more feedback about this, then we'll on yay or nay, then we'll decide on what to do about it. If y'all want to do viewer battles, we can. Probably get my hind hand handed to me, or you might get yours handed to you. But anyway, the way we do viewer battles, the way I do viewer battles, is I got 81 decks right now, but I will choose a different deck for each person. It's random. I randomly pick the decks to play. And there are some decks I will not play against the viewers, such as Ugin, unless it's requested. Ugin is a pretty good deck. Or I might even play Ugin. I mean, if you have a deck you do not want to play against, just let me know. If you don't care what deck you want to play against, then that's fine too. But if you want to do this, your battles went on Wednesday, just let me know. Right, no land destruction. Preferably no land destruction. I know Lone Wolf is has a land destruction deck. It's pretty good. I have a land destruction deck also, but I will not play it against the viewers. That is my space deck. It's so fun, but will not play against viewers. And I do not even know where it's at. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Hey, Ray-Ban, what's going on? Thank you for subscribing. But anyway, there's all kinds of deck. I do have more deck ideas, a few more deck ideas. But you know, next month will be January. And not only that, in January we're getting a new set. We're getting Lorwyn Eclipse. Nice. But if anybody wants to, also we do Commander at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time on Tuesdays. It'll either be bracket 3 or 4. So it has some bracket 3 decks, also has some bracket 4 decks. But anyway, if anybody wants to join in on any of the Commander games, got to let me know ahead of time, because you know it's kind of a first come first serve basis on the Commander games. I thought I'd let y'all know a day ahead of time before we do it. But for viewer battles, that will be on Wednesdays if I get more feedback on that. Awesome. It's awesome. Once you get it set up, just let me know. Okay, if you don't have a bracket 4, then I can do bracket 3. If y'all want to see my commander decks, I can show them off real quick. We still got plenty of time. Just give me a minute and I'll bring up my commander decks. Screen might go black for a minute while I bring these decks up. All right. Just give me a minute. Maybe. Nope. Don't want that. All right. I got to change this back after this. Okay, I am working on a Codist bracket 2. These vamps I don't have this anymore. I did disassemble it, but I do have dog meat, which is a bracket 2. I haven't done any upgrade. Well, do have maybe a couple cards here, a couple cards there, but it's mainly a bracket 2. These are all paper decks here. Daggone ads. Dag blaggit. I do have a miracle deck that's bracket 3. It's a pretty strong. I mean, it's kind of a strong deck, but it's slow to get to start. I wish these dang on ads stop popping up. Dag blaggit. But the main win con in this deck is Approach of the Second Sun. Then I got Liza deck that I'm working on putting in here. I have not put it in here yet. I want to put 11 cards in here. I need to finish putting that in. And then I have this Mothman, which is a bracket 4. And this deals mostly with the mill strategy. Because we do have a lot of mill in here. Then I got Edgar Markov deck, which it's also a bracket 4. But one thing about my Edgar Markov, it's a if you think about these brackets, I said it before and I'll say it again. Brackets need levels in them, such as low tier 4, mid tier 4, high tier 4. And they need to do the same thing with bracket 3. Now, bracket 2 is all right, like where it's at. But 3 and 4, they need to change those. I think they need to put levels in those brackets because they do not take in consideration the synergies. Oh, was that Mothman? Uh, I'll go back to the Mothman in just a second, but this is a bracket 4. Now we'll go back to the Mothman. Click on this. All right. We have we have one game changer, and this is the Mothman. I have one game changer in the deck, which is Narset, Partner of Veils. I have 2 infinite combo pieces, which is Exquisite Blood, Sanguine Bond. Then 3 potential 2-card infinite combo pieces, which is Singularity Rupture, Return Monument, Gydor, Aristocratic Capital. With these three cards, I could win the game automatic, because I could take Singularity Rupture, wipe the battlefield. My opponents will mill half their library. Then with Return Monument, I will take that and I will exhaust it. When I exhaust it, my opponents mills the rest of their deck. So I got 2 ways of winning in this deck. Because there's Sanguine Bond, Exquisite Blood. Then we got the Water Crystal in here, which make our opponent mill more cards, make all our blue spells cost 1 less to cast. Then we got Ruin Crab in here, Return Monuments, and there's a Singularity Rupture. Board wipe and mill on 1 card. Such a great board wipe. That's all I do is try to make fun decks. That's why I like Magic so much. Because you don't have, because you can take a commander deck, disassemble the whole dang on deck, and rebuild the deck the way you want. And that's the joy of Magic. Because, for example, Virtue of Persistence did not come in this deck. I took the deck apart somewhat and added to it. Took from it, add to it. I still got some more stuff to put in this deck, so I'm going to take some more stuff out. It's still going to say bracket 4. Blood Bond was a stock deck. Yeah, I believe so. But let's say we got the Ruin Crab out, we got a Water Crystal out, and we play a land. Ruin Crab will make your opponent mill 3 cards. Well, if you got Water Crystal out, they mill 4 cards. Then after they mill 4 cards, they will mill 3 more cards. Because Water Crystal says if an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill that many cards plus 4 instead. So they'll mill 4 cards, which is pretty good. So, your Water Crystal will trigger, and then your Ruin Crab will trigger. But very fun deck. But this is a bracket 4. We put and salt sum on it is 42.76. So it's not a big salt score on it yet. And now I am working on another deck. It's not complete yet because I got 184 cards in this deck. So I'm just putting cards in it that will work with it. And then I got some more cards put in the deck, believe it or not. But the commander is Codus, the Fang Keeper. Indestructible. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile top X cards of their library, where X is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. So you get to steal your opponent's stuff. But we got stuff in here like branching evolution, bristly bill, fight, and then we got innkeeper's talent in the deck, loading zone, warden of the grove, wildwood scourge. I do need to get or Volroid for this deck. We got Zamon, Paradox Sculpture. For 1 in a blue, double the number of each kind of counters on up to 2 target creatures and or artifacts you control. So we're going to build up on our counters. We got Mossborn Hydra in here. Retreat to Kamazandu. Aggressive Mammoth, which will give all our creatures trample. Unnatural Growth. Modratha. I know this is too many cards in here right now, but this is just a rough guess because of what I'm going to put in here. Because I know I'm going to take a bunch of these out. We got several ways to give our creature our commander trample. Like for one, Kadoma of the West Tree. Modify creatures you control have trample. And but that's what we're pretty much we get Rim Breaker in and get it the alt off. You get an emblem with you may play lands and cast permanent spells from your graveyard. So we'll never have a graveyard. But we got 53 removals. Of course, this whole deck is not complete. It's not going to stay like this. And it will not stay like this. We got a lot of I got a lot of tinkering to do with this deck till I get it built and get it right. But this would be my first commander deck that I have built from scratch. But this looks like it's going to be a fun deck. And just with all these cards in here, it's still saying core 2. But this deck is going to be a fun deck once I get it built. And if I also got this Necron deck, which is a bracket 4 also. Thought score is 35.8. We got the Sanguine Bond cards in here also. There's Exquisite Blood and Sanguine Bond. And this deck is pretty fun also to play. It's a mono black artifacts. And game changers. We got no game changers, but we got 3 cards for 2-card combo. That's what's making this a low 4. Because anytime you see this right here on the deck, that right there tells me that it's a low 4. I have not played a theft deck in paper, but I have played them on Arena. Pretty fun. But it's pretty fun. Oh, another deck that I have, I think it's this one. If it loads up. This is a bracket 3. We do have Cyclonic Rift and Worldly Tutor in this deck. I don't think this. No, this ain't the right deck. Maybe it's this. Yeah, this is it. All right, this deck here is up. It's upgraded 3. The other deck I use it to compare my decks. But anyway, this is a bracket 3. We got Cyclonic Rift. It's the only game changer we have in it. And it's a manifest dread deck. And that's it. This can be pretty fun. We do have a bunch of big creatures. There is a bunch of big creatures in this deck, but no real big game changers or anything like that. I mean, our only game changer is Cyclonic Rift. That's the only game changer. It might be a 3 if those cards wasn't in it. But it's just a low. My decks are low power. Like, for example, Mothman. Bring it back up for a minute. See, Mothman is still a low bracket 3. It's a low bracket 3. But sits in 4. You can tell it's a 4. So it's a low bracket 4, not a low bracket 3. Yeah. Because in late game, if this is a late game combo, your deck may be bracket upgraded 3. Well, these are like 5 apiece, so it's more or less a 3 instead of a 4. Yeah. One reason I do like my Simone deck, for one reason, is because I have Conjurer's Closet in it. With Conjurer's Closet, it's a flicker card. So you take your manifested trade creatures that you got on the battlefield, and then exile it, bring it back, and it'll come back face up. Say at the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. So it will automatically flip your creatures. So let's say you get a big old creature on the creature manifested. You can use this. You have Conjurer's Closet down. At your end step, you'll take a creature, exile it, bring it back. It'll be front side up. But that's my commander decks. We do have Sensei's Binding Top in here also to manipulate our Manifest Dread. We have ways of playing lands from our graveyard in this deck. Alrighty, folks. That's some of the commander decks that I have. I don't know why this keeps whiting out. But anyway, guess we're going to get on off of here. And I will see everybody in the morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But do me a big favor before you leave. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you, channel members. Thank you, subscribers. Y'all making the channel what it is. And I do appreciate it. So I hope everybody has a good evening. And I'll see you back in the morning. Later, everybody.